So the important thing about making your first lean and green meals of the week is precision. Remember, these have precision. Our fuelings have precision, whether it's a shake, a bar, it could even be the crunchy O's, the cereal. All that stuff has very precise macro and nutrient balance. We want to do the same thing for our lean and green meals, and all that information is in the guide. I keep it on my iPad and my iPhone as well in a PDF version, so I can have it with me wherever I am. We want to have our healthy fats list. So because one lean and green meal calls for 2 healthy fats, another one calls for 1 healthy fat, so you want to pick one from this list, lots of stuff to pick from. You also want to use your condiments list, and depending on what program you're on, a condiment could even be almond milk, a certain amount of that. It could be, of course, pepper, it could be parsley, how much to put on. It could be cocktail sauce for shrimp. And then for the 4, 2, and 1, there's a healthy snacks list, and then for the 5 and 1, there's an optional snack that may be available for 5 and 1 programs, and then optional condiments. So there's all this information is in the guide. It's available. You know, I like to have the guide, the hardcover, and I also like to have the PDF so I can refer to it wherever I go. And then of course there's a scale. I like to weigh things out. So on a scale like this, you can get it on Amazon, or you can get it, you know, at a grocery store. It has ounces, it has grams. When I power it up, I got it on ounces, pounds and ounces. So I put that dish there, and so instead of putting the food on the actual plate of the scale, I can hit a tare, T-A-R-E button, and it zeroes out the plate. So when I want to find out how much lemon there is here, put that in there, and it's exactly 5.5 ounces of lemon. So now I can keep that in the plate, and off I can go measure something else. So that's really important. My half a cup. So in a lean and green, let's just say one of my vegetables was going to be asparagus. Well, if I chopped up the asparagus really fine and I put it in here, packed it in there really good, it would come out to the top of this cup. That would be one of my lean and greens. And if I had broccoli or cauliflower, mushrooms, whatever, I would chop those up really finely, and I'd put those in there until it comes up to the top. That would be my second one. Third one the same way. So I get 3 half cups with each of my lean and green meals. I do this with my egg and egg white lean and green. I can have that for breakfast as one of my lean and green meals. And at night, I'll usually do, because I'm on the 4, 2, and 1 program, I get 2 lean and greens in a day. I could also, you know, if I'm making fish, I could I like to use cauliflower, broccoli, maybe asparagus or mushrooms. And then the other thing that we can do is we could also use a cook-down guide. So for instance, this is also available by PDF. It says here, like, if I was going to do a fish fillet raw, it would cook down from 10 ounces to 7 ounces, and 7 ounces is my top lean and green where I get 2 healthy fats with. That's my kind of meal of choice at night. So I could know if I got a 10-ounce piece of fish that I just cook it down and it's going to come out to the 7 ounces. It's important to get all your protein in a week, because if you miss 1 ounce of protein a day, that's a whole serving of protein by the end of the week, and that's when you'll start to get tired, you'll lose your energy. It's very important to make sure that you have at least 7 ounces if you're doing lean and green 1, 6 ounces lean and green 2, 5 ounces lean and green 3 for your protein to get as much as you got in that guide. And then the other thing you can do is there's a vegetable conversion chart. So instead of chopping everything up really finely, which I like to do anyway, but if you don't have time to do that, you could just weigh things out, and it'll tell you like 2.36 grams of asparagus is equal to your half a cup. So you could just put the asparagus on there, take enough off until it's the weight, and then just chop that up, and you know that you got your 1 serving of vegetables right there, and you do the same for the next 2. And then of course there's healthy snacks and lists like that. So just try to make sure you get all the food that you're supposed to get coming to you through condiments, through optional snacks, healthy snacks. Make sure you get all your protein, make sure you get all your vegetables, make sure you get all your fuelings in, and that you're eating every 2.5 hours or so. I like to go 2.5 to 3 hours at the most, and then try to eat something within a half an hour when I wake up. And that kind of starts me off, and I kind of know where I'm going to eat from the rest of the day. So I hope that helps you understand a little bit how to be precise. And over time, when you start to do this enough times, it's pretty easy to see the amounts of broccoli florets that will add up to half a cup when you chop it up, and cauliflower and whatnot. So precision is the key, and making sure you have these guides available to you, whether it's hard copy or on the road, maybe a PDF version, and you will make awesome lean and green meals. They will be macro balanced, they will be full of nutrients and vitamins, and they will be delicious, I guarantee it. Okay, it's time to get precise with our vegetables. So we know that we want 3 half-cup servings with each lean and green meal. So in this case, I chose, as an example, asparagus. So I used the weight guide on that, from that PDF I showed you earlier, where I had a printout, and it said for asparagus, I would measure out 2.36 ounces, and that should equal chopped up about a half a cup. That would be 1 serving of vegetables. So that's what 2.36 ounces of asparagus looks like, weighed out. And then I took the same amount of that asparagus and I chopped it up very finely, and you can see it fits in half a cup. So that would be 1 serving, and if you did 2 more of those, that would be your 3 servings of vegetables. Or you could have a half a cup of chopped up broccoli, half a cup of chopped up cauliflower. A lot of times you can find the cauliflower even chopped up already. Tomatoes, mushrooms, I use those. So it's all on the list, but that's kind of how I do it. And it goes pretty fast after you start learning how to do this the first time. Okay, we got to get our healthy fats in as well. It helps with the digestion, it helps make you feel fuller. It's very important. It's part of the macro balance we talk about. So 1 lean and green meal might include 2 healthy fats. Another one only 1, and the third one has no healthy fats because a lot of the fat is in the actual lean portion. So if you get 2 healthy fats, I have kind of like 3 go-to fats that I like to use. In the mornings, I like to use butter. That's a tablespoon of butter. That's 2 healthy fats. If I'm using all egg whites, I get that, which is 2 healthy fats in a tablespoon. If I go to 1 healthy fat, I cut that in half. Same thing with an avocado. Half of an avocado without the skin is roughly about 3 ounces. That's equal to 2 healthy fats. So if I want 1 healthy fat, I simply cut the half into a quarter. That's 1 healthy fat. If I want all avocado for my 2 healthy fats, then I have both of these quarters. I like to do that a lot for dinner. I chop it up and put it on top. And then I like green olives too. They kind of add a little flavoring. 5 green olives is 1 healthy fat, and about 10 is 2 healthy fats. So it's really not hard once you do it the first time. You get your kind of like the ones you like to use. It becomes very quick for me. I just keep a jar of olives around. I keep some avocados around. Of course, the butter in the refrigerator in the container that has the measurements right on the wrapper. So that's how I do the healthy fats.